Mr. Cutler, Mr. Keltner, members of the board, faculty, alumni, parents, guests, and fellow members of the graduating class of 2017. It is my honor to welcome each and every one of you to our graduation. It's crazy to think that our final year here at Granite High School is coming to an end. Where has the time gone? Let's all take a moment to think about the journey we have taken together. It's been full of twists and turns and marked by countless challenges that we have overcome, whether they were academic, athletic, or just getting along in general. But beneath all of that, we have always loved and cared for one another. It's pretty safe to say that the class of 2017 has provided many gray hairs to our teachers and parents. Our parents are here today to support us, as they always have. Parents, though I know we don't often show it, and though many of you are probably ready for us to get out of the house, we are truly grateful for all that you have done for us, and are delighted that you are here to share in this occasion. Now to the teachers to whom we have given the gray hairs to, boy are we thankful for you, for never giving up on us and always telling us everything is going to be okay, and that we can do it. Thank you. Thank you for the past 4 years that we will always remember. The teachers here at JHS do their utmost best to ensure the success of their students, and we are excited that they are here with us today. Here's to Mrs. Wallbilling and Mrs. McDonald, our class advisors, Mr. Cutler, our superintendent, and to Mr. Keltner, our principal. Thank you. Through their efforts, with the support of each other, and by the grace of God, we have surpassed the last 4 years. We've grown close in the vast amount of time we've spent together. By just looking around today, we can pick out the faces of those who have been with us through the best and the worst. The people without whom most of us probably would have lost our minds by now. And the people who are lifelong friends, thanks to our experience here at JHS. It is now my honor to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2017, Ann Hansen. Ann will be going to flight school at Rocky Mountain Rotors in Belgrade on May 31st.
Hi everyone, I'm Ann Hansen. In the last year or so, I've become interested in rotorcraft aviation and have since decided to become a pilot. While learning about this career field, I spoke with someone who taught me something much more than anything else I've learned thus far in aviation. It wasn't how to hover a helicopter or how to perform spectacular landings. It was something far more important and much easier. It was something that would help me succeed in flight school. It was something that would make me love my career. It was something that would make me become the best pilot I can be. Have you guessed what I learned? It was enthusiasm. Now I would like to share a quote with you by American poet Ralph Waldo Emerson. Enthusiasm is one of the most powerful engines of success. When you do a thing, do it with all your might. Put your whole soul into it. Stamp it with your own personality. Be active, be energetic, be enthusiastic and faithful, and you will achieve your object. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. This is a quote I've come to live by and one that will help me succeed in anything I choose to do. There are several benefits of enthusiasm in our lives. First, it makes life fun. You are wholeheartedly pursuing what you enjoy, and what can be more fun than that? Second, it has a positive impact on those around us. Your enthusiasm and positive attitude rubs off on others, and they see you as someone they want to be around and someone they want to become. Third, it has a positive impact on ourselves because it makes us happy about ourselves and what we are doing, and ultimately about life. And lastly, it creates success because you love what you do and have the attitude to take yourself right to the top of whatever you choose to do. So, how do we become more enthusiastic? Start by finding what you really like to do. Try finding new things that can range from anything from skydiving to something simple like quilting. Or you can pursue things that you've already found that you enjoyed, like working with animals or taking pictures. Then learn more about these interests. This can be done by reading, taking a class, job shadowing, or speaking with someone who knows about this topic. If you really are enthusiastic about what you do, you will always want to learn more. Finally, surround yourself with other people who are as enthusiastic as you, or even more so. This will help you keep that fun, positive attitude that everyone loves. We are now able to pursue the things we are most enthusiastic about, and I hope you all take advantage of that. At any point in our lives, we are capable of doing this. I urge you all, not just my fellow classmates, but everyone in this room, to find what you are enthusiastic about and pursue it with all of your energy. Thank you.
It is my pleasure to now introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2017, Mitchell Monaco. Mitchell will be attending the University of Montana, where he will be studying biology in the fall.
First off, I'd like to thank everyone for coming today. It really means a lot to see everyone here for us. Guys, our day has finally come. We are finally graduating. We have been waiting a long time for this day and for this moment. But we could not have done it without the help of the amazing teachers and the staff at Granite High School. I would like to thank Mr. Cutler for running the school as well as you do. You are truly a great man for all you do in the community, school, and each individual that walks through these doors. I would like to thank Dan Shattuck and Chris Cornelius for all they do to help make the school clean and not broken. Thank you, Mr. Hess, for all the wonderful years as our PE teacher and helping us get to where we are today throughout this year. Thank you, Ms. Walbilling, for the amazing concerts and the wonderful music that has come through the school. Thank you, Ms. McDonald, for being the one strict teacher that keeps us all in line. Thank you, Ms. Knudsen, for being the teacher we can pick on, the one we can laugh with, and always for letting us join your PE classes when we were bored in our others. Mr. Zell, I know we didn't always get along. You irritated me, and I know I irritated you. But thank you for putting up with me and letting me play with all the fire that I did. Thank you, Mr. Flamand, for all the chocolate and for making sure everyone's computers are working. Thank you, Ms. Thomas, for all the art that you do and teaching me how to art this year. Thank you, Ms. Sauer, for helping me with English and for making us students better, even though we may have hated the process. Thank you, Ms. Heinrichs. Even though none of us had you for math, you were always there when I needed your help with my math problems. Thank you, Mr. Bloom, for all the fun and all the great wood shop projects that you do. Thank you, Ms. Graham, for not only the great discussions or arguments that we have in your class, but always being there for everyone. Without this wonderful staff, we would not be here today. We are quite the unique class. There's a lot I'll remember about this class. I'll definitely never forget the countless arguments that we had. I'll always remember the grasshopper houses we made in 5th grade, too. I've also had a lot of fun with every single student in the class. Sam, I remember going and rolling rocks down a hill with you to build a fort at the top. Tristan, I remember in a JV basketball game, I intentionally blocked your shot so you wouldn't score more points than me. Andrew, I remember growing up, you always had the best birthday parties, and we always had so much fun at them. Austin, you make some of the stupidest jokes, but sometimes they're kind of funny. Annie, I remember tormenting you every single day when we would walk to the hospital after school. Brian, I remember going to your house a lot after we'd ride the bus and all the fun we would have when we were there. Lexi, I remember fighting you after the 8th grade graduation. Darby, I remember your first day here, you had a weird hat. And I stole it and ran around the playground for the entire recess running from you. Erica, you always seem to get mad at me for some reason, but we've still had a lot of fun. Like the day we went to your house just because I wanted to eat birthday cake. And I'm pretty sure that ended with you being mad at me as well. But Erica, before I go any further, I gotta tell you a little secret. When you first moved here, I asked you to Winterfest by buying you a star. And I named that star Winterfest ? And thankfully she said yes. But I photoshopped the whole thing. I didn't actually buy you a star. We've had a lot of fun throughout the years. A lot of fun I had in the school was being involved as much as I could, whether it was playing football, basketball, track, or even managing volleyball. Some of the best times in school are when you would do these activities. My advice to younger students would be stay involved in the school. I know we don't have a lot of options, but find what's there. Play a sport, and if sports aren't your things, maybe be an MBI or student council. And if those aren't your things, try choir or BPA. There are still things to do to be a part of the school, and that's what I would say to do. Your high school's experience will be much better, trust me. As we, the class of 2017, move forward, we are definitely going in our different directions. We have future pilots, future nurses, future music producers, and everything in between. I know all of us will do something good in the future. I want to be able to look into the future and see in this class everyone being successful and making something from their lives. Coming through the grades, some people did not believe in our class. I actually remember in junior high, someone told us that we were the worst class to ever come through Granite High School. I do not believe that, and we are here today to prove that wrong. The future's bright for all of us. The people who say high school were the best years of their lives are doing something wrong. The future is going to be great, and that's when we will have the best years of our lives. Yes, high school is a lot of fun, but the best is yet to come. Okay, before I finish, I want to say a few more thank yous. First off, thank you, Mom and Dad, for helping me do everything, whether it was buying me things I needed or helping me get to school for so many years and putting up with all my crazy antics. You guys showed up to every one of my sporting events, even when I wasn't going to play. And Mom, thank you for making sure I made my grades a priority and made sure I did all my homework. I would like to thank my brothers Marcus and Michael and my sister Megan. Without you guys, I don't know what my life would be like. All I know is it would be a lot less interesting, and I would not have had as many injuries as I did growing up. Thank you to my grandparents for supporting me, and thank you to the rest of my family for supporting me. I can't say enough to the people who've helped me travel back and forth from school these years. I'd especially like to say thank you to Liz Tuss, Chris Dunkerson, Eddie Amberg, Peggy, and Luke Jensen. Without you guys, I don't know what I would have done. Coming to Granite High School was and is still the best decision of my life. I've spent nearly 1,980 hours and 110,880 miles just to get to school, and it was worth every second. Mr. Cutler asked me at the beginning of the year if I ever regretted not going to school in Anaconda. Without skipping a beat, I said no. I've always been so lucky to be able to go to school here. This school has changed my life and helped me become the person I am today. Thank you, Granite High School.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce this year's commencement speaker, elementary principal, athletic director, driver's ed teacher, and Granite High School's boys basketball coach, Mr. Dustin Kellner.
Thank you, Lexi. The first thing I would like to say is thank you. Thank you to the Granite High School class of 2017 for having me as your commencement speaker this afternoon. It's a great honor. I would also like to say thank you to the esteemed members of the faculty, proud parents and grandparents, and squirming siblings. Congratulations to all of you, but especially congratulations to the class of 2017. This is your day. Now, no doubt, some of you will grow up to be crooks, but white-collar stuff, Wall Street type scenarios, you know, the types of things you parents and grandparents can be proud of. Just kidding. Now, on a serious note, when I was thinking about a theme for my commencement speech, I couldn't help but think back to May 22nd, 1991, when I was going through my own high school graduation ceremony. Back then, I have to admit, I was rocking a pretty sweet mullet, and I thought I knew everything about how the world worked and how easy it was going to be. Well, 27 years have passed since then, and one thing is for certain, it wasn't easy. It was hard, really hard. I've learned that life is what happens when you expect something else. It's a series of ups and downs, but I've learned that the rewards that it offers are worth all the bumps and bruises that you get along the way. I wish someone would have talked to me about the meaning of this speech 27 years ago, because I was far from exceptional back then. Many of you know that I'm a longtime educator and coach, and with any good team, you have to break them down to build them up. And in that way, they can reach their fullest individual and team potential. So I'm going to be emotionally honest with them, because I care. The 10 of you are all very important to a lot of people in this gymnasium, myself included. Commencement is life's great ceremonial beginning, with its own attendant and highly appropriate symbolism. Fitting, for example, for this auspicious rite of passage is where we find ourselves this afternoon. Today's venue is called life. Real life. You are now literally all on an equal playing field with everyone else, and that matters. That means something. Several weeks ago, I was visiting with one of the seniors about their graduation gowns. And if we look up at them, we can see that they're shapeless uniforms. One size fits all. Whether male or female, tall or short, National Honor Society student, or general diploma graduate, each of you is dressed nearly the same. Your diploma, but for your name, pretty much the same. And that's how it should be. Because at this point in your lives, there's not one of you up here that's exceptional. But you all have great potential. Now, contrary to what your Granite High School basketball or volleyball trophy suggests, or your glowing A+ on one of Mr. Zell's science packets that you guys love so much, despite every assurance from your parents, grandparents, coaches, friends, or even your teachers, none of you at this point in your lives is exceptional. But all of you have outstanding potential. In the past 17 to 18 years of your lives, you've had a little assistance. You've been pampered, coddled, doted upon, and bubble wrapped. Yes, many capable adults, most of them are sitting right up here in front, have kissed you, fed you, wiped your mouth, wiped your bottom, trained you, taught you, coached you, listened to you, counseled you, encouraged you, consoled you, and encouraged you again. We've been to your games, your recitals, plays, concerts, science fairs, volunteered for absolutely hundreds of hours at Arbor Day cooking hamburgers so that you could attend the Smithsonian trip. We all smile with pride when you walk into a room. All of your 1,000 plus Facebook friends, they gasp with delight at your every Facebook post or Snapchat. Why, maybe you've even had Emily take your picture for the P-Bird News. And all 10 of you today are the pride of Philipsburg, Montana, no doubt. And it's well deserved. You've conquered Granite High School. And here we all are, all gathered for you. It's a milestone, an unbelievable accomplishment. But please remember that high school is just the beginning. Please do not think that at this point in your lives you're exceptional, because you're not. Not yet. What you do have at this point is remarkable potential. The verifiable evidence is everywhere. Numbers even an English teacher like Mrs. Sauer can ignore. In Montana, there are around 10,208 graduating seniors from 179 high schools. A Google search, if we dig a little deeper, tells us that across this great nation, there are approximately 3.2 million seniors who are now graduating from 37,100 high schools. That's 37,100 valedictorians, 37,100 class presidents, and give or take around 340,000 swaggering jocks. But why limit ourselves to high school? Because the 10 of you are leaving it. In our lifetimes, many of us have told us that you're 1 in a million. Well, even if you're 1 in a million on a planet of 7.125 billion, that means there are around 7,000 people just like you. Can any of you imagine 7,000 Mitchell Monicos? I would also like to remind you that our planet is not the center of the solar system. The solar system is not the planet of the galaxy, and the galaxy is certainly not the center of the universe. Many astrophysicists, including our own space engineer, Mr. Zell, assure us that the universe has no center. Therefore, you can't be it. None of us can be. My point is this: if everyone is exceptional, then no one is. If everyone gets a trophy, the trophies become meaningless. Once again, you all have exceptional potential. Now I'm going to put on my coaching/principal hat. Graduates, seize the day, seize every day. Carpe the heck out of the diem. Get busy and do what I lovingly say to my basketball team: don't suck. The point is the same. Have at it. Don't wait for inspiration to find you. Get out, explore, find it yourself. Or as we say in Montana, grab the bull by the horns. The Granite High School class of 2017 is extremely special to me. I've coached them, tutored them, had 3 of them as my basketball managers, and had some of the scariest moments of my life with them in driver's ed. Lexi, Darby. They are a group full of potential, and I hope it's my genuine hope that you all look for that type of achievement. Don't look for the quickest way or the easiest way, but rather be a trailblazer. Create your own path and make a difference in this world. In my strong opinion, Granite High School is one of the best of the 37,100 high schools across this great country. Notice I said one of the best, because that phrase defies logic. By definition, there can be only one best. You're either it or you're not. However, doing your best consistently, if you do that, it will lead you to greater opportunities that will help you reach your fullest potential. If you've learned anything at Granite High School your last 4 years, I hope that you've learned the exhilaration of learning. There is no doubt that education is a key element to happiness. I also hope that you understand just how little you know now, today. For commencement is just the beginning. It's where you go from here that matters. I urge you to do whatever you do for no other reason than that you love it and believe in its importance. Dream big, work hard, think for yourself, love everything you love with all your might. Strive to reach your potential every day. Strive for a fulfilling life, a distinctive life, because you earned it, not because you're a nice person or because somebody gave it to you. A fulfilling life is a consequence, a gratifying byproduct. Exercise free will and be creative. Do all of this not for the satisfaction that will bring the 10 of you, but for the good that it will do for others, for everyone in this gymnasium and the other 7.125 billion people on this planet. Don't hold yourself back. As Thomas Edison once said, if we did all of the things we were capable of, we would literally astound ourselves. Graduates, astound yourselves. Because tomorrow, in a very real sense, your life, the life that you author from your own, the life you author from scratch on your own, begins. How will you use your gifts? What choices will you make? Will you follow the crowd, or will you be original? Will you choose a life of ease, or a life of service and adventure? Will you wilt under criticism, or will you follow your convictions? When it's tough, will you quit and give up, or will you be relentless? Will you be a cynic, or will you be a builder? Will you be clever at the expense of others, or will you be kind? When you are authoring your own life story, the telling that will be the most compact and meaningful will be the series of choices that you make. Because in the end, what we are our choices. Build yourself a great story, because all 10 of you have absolute first-class potential. I'm extremely proud of you. Thank you and good luck.
You feel helpless when you look into the sky. Some people would say to accept defeat. When if this is fate, then we'll find a way to cheat. 'Cause we'll say a little prayer. And if the answer is a prayer. When you need somebody, you can't stop the tears from falling down. You know you can
those shenanigans. Now I would like to invite our school counselor, Mr. Reyes, to the podium to present scholarships and awards.
Thanks, Lexi. It is a great honor I'm here today to announce the awards and scholarship for the Granite High School class of 2017. Before we get started, I'd like to thank the donors and their families for making the scholarships available to these fine young students. I would also like to congratulate the recipients of these scholarships. Just as the donors anticipate, I know we will put them to great use. Congratulations. The first recipient is Andrew Donlan. Andrew plans to attend the University of Montana and study music. His parents are Kevin and Connie Donlan. He's been awarded the PAF Will Wyatt Memorial Scholarship, William H. and Margaret M. Wallace Foundation Scholarship, and the Flint Creek Valley Art Council Scholarship for a total of $2,500. Congratulations, Andrew. Next is Ann Hansen. This young lady is currently enrolled in the Rocky Mountain Rotors in Belgrade, where she will start classes to become a helicopter pilot. Her parents are Keith Hansen and Shawnee Hansen. Annie is a salutatorian of the GHS 2017. She has received an outstanding certificate for an ACT composite score of 27 or higher. Her scholarships include the PAF Will Wyatt Memorial Scholarship, PAF Ike Family Scholarship, the Edna N. Jones Memorial Scholarship, PAF Commander Bernard O'Rourke Scholarship, the William H. and Margaret M. Wallace Foundation Scholarship, and the Flint Creek Lodge No. 11 Masonic Foundation Scholarship for a total of $5,500. I have a certificate of outstanding performance of receiving a composite score of 27 or higher in the ACT for Tristan Lynn. Tristan will be attending Northern Montana College, where he will study and become a paralegal. His parents are Keith and Jody Lynn. Next is Mitchell Monaco. Mitchell will be going to the University of Montana to study marine biology. Think about it. His parents are John and Teresa Monaco. Mitchell is the valedictorian of the JHS class of 2017, the DAR Good Citizen Award, and a recipient of the PAF First Annual Bales Good Samaritan Award. Scholarships include the Teachers Union of Philipsburg, Mr. and Mrs. Walter Johnson Memorial Scholarship, Fallen Prospector Memorial Scholarship, the PAF Board of Directors Scholarship, William H. and Margaret M. Wallace Foundation Scholarship, Charles McLean and James Dugan Memorial Scholarship, and the Wyman Family Memorial Family Scholarship for a total of $6,050. Lastly is Erica Strobe. Erica will be attending the Montana Tech to study nursing. Her parents are Raymond Strobe and Ann White. Erica is a recipient of the PAF John Mankey Memorial Scholarship, the Pioneer John Kaiser Family Scholarship, Vern and Ann Steffen Memorial Scholarship, Gordon Ballard Memorial Scholarship, William H. and Margaret M. Wallace Foundation Scholarship, Robert A. Westcott Scholarship, Garfield and Pauline Munson Scholarship, Wyman Family Memorial Scholarship, the PAF Marletto Family Scholarship, and the KPK Scholarship. Her total is $10,300. I wish everybody the best. Thank you.
Now I'd like to invite to the podium a person who has supported us and entertained us, and entertained many of us with visits to his office. And to be quite honest, our class is probably responsible for most of his gray hairs. Mr. Cutler, the class of 2017 would like to express our thanks for all the things you have done for us in the past years. Now, with great pleasure, I introduce you to our superintendent, Mr. Mike Cutler.
Before we get started, I have one more scholarship to give out, but if Mrs. Wobblig would accompany the piano for a second. Those of you that know will understand. Thank you, family, staff, we did it. We got them graduated. Thank you, Mrs. W. We planned that yesterday afternoon, I think. Congratulations, and I mean that with all sincerity. We have had our tough times, but you've all grown up and you've become great young ladies and young men. I'm very proud of you, and if any time that you need me, I'll be right in that office, same place, for you. Mr. Ness, thanks for the glasses. I forgot mine. He wasn't going to give them to me either. The Granite County Center Foundation, the GCCF, was formed in 2003. Myself and Ron Page, along with most of the junior and senior parents at that time, met with a gentleman by the name of Steve Hoyle. At that time, Steve Hoyle was the CFO of the College of Technology in Helena, which is now the University of Montana College of Technology. And we put together this plan for dual credit courses. Now you've heard over the last few years of all these schools, the bigger schools in the cities that have started the dual credit program. The very first dual credit program in the state of Montana was in Philipsburg, Montana. And it was started with the Granite County Center Foundation. Since then, we've grown, changed board members, and the mission of the foundation is to support these juniors and seniors as they think about college and get a jump start towards those educations that they would like. Some of the classes are English, math, psychology, U.S. history, public speaking. The teachers here at the school at Granite High School have to have master's degrees in those fields to be able to teach these dual credit classes. So we're very honored and privileged to have the amount of staff members, teachers that are qualified to do that. Up until this point, from 2003 until now, the Granite County Center Foundation has given out over $72,000 in scholarships for these young students. We basically pay for 50% of the tuition costs for these classes. At this time, I'd like to thank graduates, other donors, people from the community, people from out of the community that have heard about our program. Thank you very much for all your donations, keeping this program going. At this time, I'd like to, the GCCF has a scholarship in the name of Ron Page. Ron was kind of the founding father of this, and he has contributed both with his mind and his pocketbook countless donations. And this scholarship in the award of $500 goes to a young man that is going to be leaving Granite High School with 27 college credits. That is nearly an entire year of college. It's my honor to give that to Mitchell Monaco. Darby, Mrs. Jill Walbill, and Mrs. Sandy McDonald to the stage. It's time. We have a couple different diplomas that these students will be getting. In fact, this is the last year that we have under this system. Basically, the general diploma is the 22 credits that the state of Montana Office of Public Instruction requires for these students to graduate. The college prep diploma is 24 credits, which entails 1 extra year of math and 1 year of foreign language. And then the honors diploma, which is 4 years of math, 1 more year of science, and a 2nd year of foreign language. The following students have fulfilled the graduation requirements established by the Board of Trustees at Philipsburg School District Number 1. Darby Rose Deshaw, General Diploma. Andrew John Donlin, College Prep Diploma. Anne Aline Hansen, College Prep Diploma. Tristan Jacob Lynn, Honors Diploma. Mitchell Thomas Monaco, Honors Diploma. Austin Chase Page, College Prep Diploma. Erica Ann Strobe, General Diploma. Samuel Joseph Sturtevant, General Diploma. Brian Walter Unger, General Diploma. Alexis Levon Walkley, General Diploma. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the graduating class of 2017.
We were worried. We were worried you were gonna get it or not.